Good morning class, welcome back to your online class. So in our previous class we have already discussed about few terminology related to numbers. So I asked you all to do exercise 3A by yourself, right? So I hope you have done that, and if you have any problem in it then you let me know. Okay, now we'll move on to the next topic from the same chapter, that is test of divisibility. Now, as we know that while for finding factors or multiples, we usually conduct division. Okay, now if we have more than 2-digit number, in order to find out whether particular number divides that 3 or 4-digit number completely or not, we can go through this particular table of divisibility. It will suggest you certain tricks by the help of which, without dividing also, you can easily find out whether particular number divides the 3 or 4-digit number completely or not. Okay, so first we will be discussing about the divisibility of 2, 3, 4 and 5. Others you can go through that's given in your book, about 6, 7, 8, 9, you can find it in your book only. Page number 34, you can go through the table that's given there. Okay, now how do you know that particular number is divided by 2 completely? If the number ends with 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8, then 2 divides that particular number completely. For example, if you have 3, 6, 4, if this particular number is given, to find out whether this particular number is divisible by 2 or not, what do you have to do? Look at the rightmost number, it's 4. So it is completely divisible by 2. You can do it on your own also. Just divide 364 by 2 and see whether it's completely divided by 2 or not. Okay, and another one, 4, 3. What you have to do is, you have to find the sum of the numbers. For example, if it's given 3, 4, 3, find the sum of the numbers 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So sum of a number is 10. So if is 10 divided by 3 completely? No. So your 343 will also not be divided by 3. So you have to first find the sum of the numbers and see whether that particular sum number that you got is completely divided by 3 or not. Okay, now similarly for 4, you have to look at the two rightmost number. That means here you have your 2 rightmost digit is 2 and 4, that is 24. So is 24 divided by 4? Yes, 4 6 are 24. So this particular number is completely divided by 4. Now similarly with 5, if you have a number either ending with 0 or ending with 5, then that particular number is completely divided by 5. So these are the few tricks which will help you to without carrying out the long division method also, you can easily find whether particular number is divided by few numbers or not. So you can go through the other numbers that's given in your book, 6, 9, 10, 11, you can go through that and try to check it also. Okay, for example, I gave you this example. So first you check it also whether 2 completely divides it or not. You can simply divide it, right? 3, 6, 4. So 2 1s are 2. So 6. 2 8s are 16. So you have 4. 4 2 4s are 2 2s are 4. So you see it is completely divided. So you can check it also. Okay. But these tricks are completely true, so you can mug it up also. Okay, so that it becomes easier for you to later on find whether if it is a greater digit number like 4, 5 in that case. Okay, now looking at exercise, everyone go to exercise 3B, question number 1. What does it say? Check whether the given numbers in the leftmost column of the table are divisible by 2, 5 and 10. Use the rules of divisibility and put tick or cross. So you can do this yourself. Go through this table and see. 165 is divided by 2? No, it's not divided by 2. So cross. 165 is divided by 5? Yes, because it is ending with 5. So it is divided by 5. Now 10. So what is the rule for the 10? If the rightmost digit in the number is 0. If it is 0, then only it is divided by 10. So but here you can see the rightmost number is 5. So 10 does not divide this particular number. So here you will put cross. Okay, so similarly you will do other question too. Okay, now let's go to question number 2. Check whether the given number, so same thing. So here you have to check whether 3, 4 and 9 is dividing that particular number or not. So you can do this on your own. Okay, so class, let's discuss the another topic, that is prime factor. What is prime factor? Prime factor, it's a prime number which completely divides a bigger number. That's your prime factor. So in order to find the prime factors of a particular number, we can carry on two methods. One is your factor tree method and another one is prime factorization method. Now out of these two, prime factorization method is the most preferable one. Okay, now first let us see one example and let's do it. So find the prime factors of 76. So starting with the lowest number, that is 2, you multiply 2 into how much would give you 76? So 2 into 38 would give you 76. Now again let's divide 38 starting with the smaller number. We always start with the smaller and the prime number. Okay, keep that in mind. So 2 into 19 would give you 38. So 19, it's a prime number, so it can only, which is divided by only itself and 1. Right, so 1 into 19 is 19. So what are the prime factors of 76? 2, 2 and 19 are the prime factors of your 76. Now similarly, prime factorization method, you simply divide. 2 3 is a 6, 6 1, so 2 8 is a 16, 2 1 is a 2, 2 9 is 18, 19 1 is a 19. So 6. So what are the prime factors? 2, 2 and 19. These are the prime numbers. Okay, which can completely divide 76. Okay, so prime factorization method is the preferable one. In exams also you will get you will be asked to find the prime factors using prime factorization method. Okay.